Okay, hi everybody. I figured I'd try to video this. It is actually my first attempt at doing a makeup tutorial using Charles's Morphe palette. I don't know if you guys have seen this. This thing is amazing. Let me open it up. So I went to Ulta. I actually got a bunch of different products. My face is actually bare right now, so I am going to actually start with a bare face. This is my face with nothing on it. So let's actually start with hydration. I'm actually using Neutrogena Hydro Boost Water Gel. I just put a little tiny bit. My face does get a little bit red here on my cheeks, around my lips, my chin. So I get little dry patches a little bit, not too bad. I did get this I just started getting boxy charm boxes. I got this quench serum. It's from Farsali. It's moisture replenishing serum. I've just started using it. I'm not quite sure yet if it does a bit of difference. It's like a little dropper. I just put a couple drops. So I'm just going to try a few drops. Next is foundation. I actually just got some new stuff since COVID. You can't go in and try any testers, so I'm not exactly sure if this is the right shade or not. I'm going to try it. If not, I do have some of my other foundation I'm going to mix it with. I actually got Hint of Ivory with the dropper. I've never tried this before. It's actually the skin tint. So you're supposed to just drop it on your skin and then buff it in. So I am going to try it. I didn't put any primer on. I do have primer, but just for the sake of this video, I got some Ulta primer samples when I was there. I'm not gonna put the primer on just because I don't know how it's gonna react with my skin. I also have the e.l.f. primer, the Poreless Putty primer, which I really, really like. And just bear with me because I am using my phone as a mirror. So I might use my other mirror just to check to see what it looks like here and there because it's kind of hard to see in my phone. It's actually not too bad. I mean, I kind of look pale. I am very pale. But once I put on my bronzer, highlighter, and blush, it shouldn't be too bad. Not bad. This actual whole bottle was only $17, so that's not bad. That's why I picked it up. I've seen other YouTubers use it. I figured I'd give it a shot. It's not too bad. I do have bigger pores. That's why the e.l.f. pore putty is pretty good. Now I'm going to go in with another new product that I picked up. It's the Tarte Double Duty Shape Tape Concealer. The color that I got was Porcelain Beige. I'm hoping it is not too light for my skin. This concealer smells really good too. I've had some concealers that smelled really bad for some weird reason. I'm going to go in with the same beauty blender and just tap it in. I have really bad creasing and bags under my eyes, so I just try really hard to get concealer that's going to brighten up the area but not bring too much attention to my eyes underneath. Let me look in my other mirror, but it looks pretty good. It actually looks really pretty. Now I have some loose HD powder. It's by City Color. This is just what I use to actually set it. So I just use the same beauty blender. Same thing. I'm going to just pack it on where I put the concealer so that it stays. Usually use a big fluffy brush and just make sure all the excess is gone. Now I do have some of this e.l.f. It is sheer tint powder. Sometimes I go in with the same big brush and I just hit some of the areas that I didn't put concealer on. Just to kind of give it all the same texture. Okay. So the next step would be contour. So I have this little e.l.f. contour pack. So it has really light and then it also goes to dark. So I usually use an in-between. I like to use this little angled brush. I dip in and I tap off. Now, if you get too much or you think it's too much, you can always just get a little more powder and you can go over it. It's hard to see. Usually in natural light outside, it'll look way different. A lot of videos when you do it, it'll say to do the 3, which is 1, 2, 3. So I do it like this. I angle it up. Usually right here you can see this. And then you angle it up right above the ear. I also get some and do the jawline. Now I have a more round face, so when you watch a lot of YouTubers, you'll see them, they have a more skinny face. So when I follow the tutorial, you'll watch James, he has a very slim face. I mean, I just think he's gorgeous, but he has a very slim face, so when he contours his face, it looks way different than what my face would look like when he does his makeup, so I understand that. So when you watch this, trust me, I know. So when you contour, everybody that contours, everybody's face is going to be different. Everybody's going to look different. So just remember that. You just do you. Do what works for you. Do what works for your face shape. And don't be afraid to use makeup. So, like he says, it's just everybody's form of expression. Just do what feels good to you. I love it. Sometimes I do my makeup so subtly. My husband doesn't even notice that I have makeup on, but it just makes me feel so much better. I don't know why. You don't have to put a lot of contour on, but even just a little bit of color just makes the difference. I am so pale sometimes that I do not want to look like a ghost. And the contour under the neck kind of helps hide the double chin, as they say. So I don't know if you can see the difference. It just gives a little bit more color. Now I'm going to go into this. I can't say it online, but I got this also from one of my BoxyCharms. It's the Nesting Face palette. I'm going to use this for my blush. I don't usually put a ton of blush on just because my cheeks are already a little bit red. But I'm going to go in. I'm going to mix the Hush Blush and the Mirror Mirror shade. I don't know if you can see it. I just put a little tiny bit and I put it right above my contour. And like I said, when you back up, if it's looking a little uneven, just go back in with your powder. Blend it in. Okay. Now with my little contour palette, I'm going to take one of the little contour brushes. This is actually one of James Charles's contour brushes out of his little thing, and I'm going to contour my nose if I can do it in the phone. Maybe I'll use this little mirror here. You try to draw a line down both sides of your nose where you think your nose should be. I know that sounds weird, but when you draw the line, so my nose is kind of wide. So you draw a line down each side of your nose, down the bridge of your nose with your contour. And then at the tip of your nose, so you see the tip of my nose, you're going to kind of bring it in where the shadow is on both sides like this, kind of round it off. If you can see. So I bring it down like this. It's weird. I don't know why I'm looking over here. I need to look over here. Then you kind of blend it out a little bit. I'm just taking a little lighter shade of contour and trying to blend it out a little bit. And then with the lightest shade I have, you put it down the bridge. We'll do this later though with the next step is the eyebrows, which I'm going to use this e.l.f. pencil. I'm going to actually do them off camera, and I will be right back. Okay guys, I'm back. Now that I think I have my eyebrows pretty even, I'm back. So now I'm going to take some concealer, and I'm actually going to just go around the eyelash, or my actual eyebrows, I should say, and just clean them up. I'm actually going to use this mirror. But you will see it makes a big difference. So I'm actually using an M410 brush. It's a concealer brush, a Morphe brush, to do that. You don't always have to do your eyebrows either. You can kind of leave them natural. I don't always do my eyebrows. Let me just do the other one quick. I'm just buffing the edges out to blend it in with my concealer. You don't have to buff it on your actual eyelid because I'm actually going to put concealer on my eyelids for the eyeshadow. I'm actually using, I did buy a bigger one of these, but I actually got a kit that came with this matte eye primer in nude. So I'm going to see how this works. I have never tried this stuff before, so I'm just going to put it all over my lid. This says it's supposed to help the eyeshadow stay on better, no creasing. So before, when I used to put on my eyeshadow, it would actually not stay on very long. This is actually very smooth. Goes on very nice. Actually, this is supposed to work good for like a cut crease too. So we shall see. Okay, guys, primer is on. Let's bring up this tutorial and let's get started. So he's already got everything on except for the eyeshadow. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to actually watch his tutorial. I'm going to pause it and do the eyeshadow. So he took an M433 brush. He took this purple color. He went straight up. And he did into the lighter purple. Kind of blended it out a little bit. These are like very, very pigmented. I want to hear what. An M441 brush. M441. Dip into B. That is bright, bright yellow. Sorry about the tutorial. He is literally crazy. He literally goes in here and up through here. So let's see what's next. bright red. He just kind of connects it around to the purple. Like this. That's what it's looking like so far. So it's looking purple, red, and yellow. He blends the yellow and the red shade together. M456. It's looking pretty. I did watch this, and he has some kind of glitter that he puts on there, and I don't have that. I do have a glittery eyeshadow, but I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that. I'm going to use a different eyeshadow on there, but I did get some of the darker shade. It's so pigmented though that I did wipe some of it off. He puts it here. He goes into his crease. 106. And 224. I think I already used that. I don't have the white concealer. However, I am going to just use some more of this matte eye primer. I'm going to try to cut the crease like him. I don't know if I'm as good as it at it as him, but I'm going to try. I'm going to use my mirror for that, and I'm sorry, guys. Okay, now let's see what he's doing. One, 6, 6. Here's the white. It's not going to look as white. Oops. Only because he has white concealer underneath his. Alright, so the 124 brush, I'm going to give it a little spray like he did. Now, as you can see, it is packing the color on. I'm just hoping I can blend that out.
Then on our Dirty N456, I'm going to grab the shade Cola, which is our dark blue matte shade. I'm obsessed with this color. It is obviously named after Pepsi, my favorite soda. There's powder right in there to make sure the purple and the blue are blended together. And then going back in and blending this edge. And on that same brush, I'm next going to grab the shade Hello and pop that right in the middle of that dark blue.
This is a lighter blue. Just trying to blend it out a little bit.
And the white. Just to add some more dimension to the lid, I'm going to use the Peaches and Cream glitter base and a few different glitters that I have. This one is from In Your Dreams, this one is from Peaches, and this one is from the craft store. And I'm just going to pack that right over top of the white. Just grabbing a little bit of that chunkier glitter from In Your Dreams, just going to pop that on. Just lightly dabbing it on as well. I do want to show the glitter really
Okay, I do not have the glitter. So I am going to stop this video. I am going to finish with some shimmer, start it back up. I'm going to do the other eye, and then I'll be back. So he put a bunch of glitter on his eyes. I did the other one off camera just because it was easier to see. They might not be totally even, but I just went ahead and used his palette, and I used the color Ring Light and put it on the inner corner of my eye, and then I just used the shade B and kind of blended it because I don't have the big chunky silver glitter that he had, so I just used kind of a glittery color. And then we're going to continue with what he does. I'm not going to use a liquid black liner. I think I'm going to use his liner and then just his black, because sometimes when I use a liquid liner, I get it all over the place. So I'm just going to use the black from his palette and try to line right above my eyelashes. On both sides. Takes a little bit longer, but it essentially does the same thing.
The lower lash line for this look is actually going to be pretty easy, just slapping on some color. So first
4, 5, 6.
One of the excess purple shade on it and just dip one more time into single. And I'm going to use this to blend together this outer corner. With my M1,
He's going to go to the outer corner just a little bit. I'm going to keep going.
124 brush, dipping into the shade Brother, the bright blue.
The 1, 2, 4. 1, 2, 4. He's dipping in Brother.
Shade I love this color. It is obviously named after Sister Ian. I'm just going to pop this right up against that lower lash line next to the purple. This is another one of those shades that was really hard to formulate, so you definitely want to pack the shades on there. And then with the M152, this is a tiny brush.
It's taking me a while because I'm doing both at the same time.
But I love this. For buffing out the lower lash line, I'm going to dip into the bright green shade, which is called Socialite, in honor of all of you
So he got the bright green shade.
guys and my crazy growth throughout this past year. Gotta say green always. And I'm going to pop this right next to that blue, blending it in, and also creating a bow inner corner as well. Now I'm going to grab the M421 brush and dip into a little bit more of that white concealer. And I'm going to use this to create
I'm just popping some concealer under my eye. He's trying to make a fake false lash line, so I'm trying to do the same thing. I don't have the white concealer. I'm just using my Tarte concealer that I used earlier. It's a little brighter than the eye primer that I have. Just try to be very careful when you're putting it around your eye.
Using a tiny little liner brush, I'm just going to dip into the dark green shade, which is called Daddy, in honor of my best friend Laura.
Okay. He dips into the dark green shade.
His husband, Victor, you guys have met him in a ton of videos now. Just going to line right up against the white.
He's lining right up against this green shade. Actually,
Just for a little bit more dimension. And then using that same brush, going to dip into Cola and do the same thing in the blue. And then the same thing with Escape in the purple. Using a
bear with me just a moment while I'm trying to line this stuff.
tiny bit more of that peak area. Just for a little bit more dimension. And then using that same brush, going to dip into Cola and do the same thing in the blue. And then same thing with Escape in the purple. Using a tiny bit more of that Peaches glitter glue, I'm just going to pop some right on top of that white as well, just so everything is like flowing nicely together. Just going to pop on a quick coat of your mascara.
All right, so I'm actually going to put some more of the glittery shade that I used on the upper in here. Where he said he used the glitter. And then since he said he's using mascara, I got this new mascara. I'm gonna try it. It's actually the Ulta Beauty New Heights mascara. I'm gonna try it. I'm not sure how it performs without any primer. I usually use the eyelash primer, but we're gonna try it. Because I am gonna put lashes on. It's actually performing pretty good for just regular mascara.
And then just popping on a wispy lash.
Just using a spoolie to kind of separate my lashes a little bit. I am going to put some of these e.l.f. I just got some cheap lashes. I'm going to see how they perform. I haven't put lashes on in a long time, so I just want to kind of see how they perform. And pull them off. I'm going to kind of rotate the band just a little bit. I'm going to see if they're even right size for me. Put a little glue. I can already tell that these are not the best lashes. I'm going to put the other one on off camera. I'll be right back. Okay, eyelashes are on, so let's see what his next step is. I think the last thing is actually just lips. I'm not going to put lashes on the bottom, no way.
Alright, you guys, and that is one eye of this Unleash Your Inner Artist campaign look all complete. I'm gonna go do the other one off camera quick to save some time, and I'll be right back to finish off the rest of this look. Hello, we're back. Do you struggle with lash glue?
I actually am just going to do my lips the way that I would like to do them, because he does something crazy, I'm just going to line them. I actually got this new lip color. I'm excited to try it. It is from Ulta. The lip color is Barely There. It's a really pretty nude color. I'm just trying to blend it in with that lip liner. You can actually blend it with your finger. You can do whatever you want. I think I blended it pretty good. It's actually a really pretty shade. I actually got in a little kit this shiny sheer lip gloss. It's in the shade Bear. I'm gonna try that on there too and see how that looks. Now I got this actual new Ulta Beauty Wannabe Free makeup setting spray. I'm gonna actually spray my face with that. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm actually going to. I never put highlighter on. You cannot forget the highlighter. So I'm gonna go in here. I'm gonna find a little brush. See if it'll show up. I'm gonna put on some highlighter. Actually, I'm gonna use this little tiny brush. I'm gonna go back in the James Charles palette. Use this shimmery shade. Try to put it right underneath there. Get one of these little brushes. Blend this out a little better. I think I did a pretty good job. So now that I think my skin looks pretty good, I'm gonna put on my setting spray. Take my hair down. And there you have it, guys. That was my first attempt at actually trying the James Charles palette and actually trying to do a makeup tutorial. I do my own makeup. I do try different looks. So if you guys would like me to try anything, or if you'd like to see more of me on YouTube, just hit the like button, subscribe, type in the comments below what you would like to see. If you would like me to do any other kind of products. Thanks for watching. Bye.